Where is the beef? Here's some steak for you people. From my steak people that like red meat. These are strip steaks. This is what I cook probably majority of the time for my family is strip steaks because I just kind of find they have good flavor. And I usually don't do like a whole steak per person. I usually just slice it so that, we kind of eat it family style because then that's a lot. That's a lot of meat. And I don't feel like that's totally necessary. But you see a lot of good marbling in here. Looks great. These are about 1 inch thick. So as far as timing goes and kind of some steak 101, there's a couple things I want to talk about. Number one is the steak has to be dry. It's like anything, you want to get a good color, a good sear on. You do not want it wet, okay? Because being wet, that's going to encourage moisture, right? And you do not want moisture. You definitely want it to be dry, okay? Dry. So we're going to continue to dry these off. And we're going to make one of our signature sauces here at Culinary Works. It's been renamed a lot of times. It's our lemon and parsley sauce. It's our Nantucket steak sauce. It's really just the special sauce of the day. And again, I'm kind of like, I'm not sure if I should share this because I know, but it's like, well, it doesn't matter.
Everyone knows it anyway.
Well, a lot of people know anyway. You're right. So, our cast iron pan is heating up over here. So, a cast iron pan is another really good thing to use for your steaks. I'm going to set the steaks here for now. We're going to work on our sauce. So in this famous lemon and parsley sauce, it's not that complicated. Fresh parsley. Going to chop this up right now. Remember, nice tight ball. Don't forget, you could also review the knife skills video. Nice tight ball, stems and all. I have no problem with the stems. Same thing with cilantro. So we're just going to chop. Keep chopping here. Keep going, right? Making our way. We have some lemon that's already been zested. So we're going to use lemon zest. This is very similar to a chimichurri. I just find that people have really good success with this because it's not as complicated as making a chimichurri. There's not as many ingredients. So it's a little bit, so we're starting to smoke there a little bit. So it's okay. I think we're going to add our steaks. Okay. So you want the pan to be nice and hot. We're going to add our steaks with our salt and pepper. So get our salt here. Alright, so a little bit of salt, right? Both sides. Pretty generous because this is when you're going to be seasoning. You're not going to season them again, okay? Alright, so just like that. Yes, I know it's a lot, but yes, you do want to add a lot of salt, okay? So here goes our pepper. Looks good. All right, so rub all that around. Got the pepper, well seasoned. Now we're gonna cook these now. We're not gonna salt them and then not cook them. Okay, you have to salt them and cook them because what will happen is the salt's gonna pull out the moisture. I'm gonna set my timer. Please set timer running up. 5 minutes. Okay, good old one. Here. All right, we got our timer going. So we'll let that go. We want that nice and hot. She listens. Okay. So here's our parsley. Back to our little steak sauce here. All we've done is chop up our parsley. If your herbs start to get wet, you've chopped them too much. Okay. So there goes our parsley. Looks good. Our lemon zest. This was the zest of 1 lemon. That is good. Garlic. So we're going to take a clove here. This one's like 1 medium clove. Looks good. Give it a good whack, okay? What that does, right? Remember, takes off the skin, makes it nice and flat. And all we're going to do is chop away on our garlic. Oops. This is similar to our other really good sauce. Oh my God, I love it. The Italian salsa verde that we've done with the tuna. You guys need to, keep in touch with me. If you want me to keep doing these videos and support it, then I will keep doing other things like the seared tuna with the Italian salsa verde, which is probably one of my favorites. And Griffin's my youngest. He absolutely loves that. Loves it. Okay, so a little bit more on the garlic here. I need our extra virgin olive oil for this. So definitely the extra virgin is the one that we need for sure, because this sauce is not cooked. Okay, so the garlic looks good. Nice and, you know, really finely chopped there. That's going to go in there. Again, raw garlic. You know, that's good for you. Raw garlic is healthy. So that is in. Steak looks good. I'm going to keep that heat up nice and high. Make sure the burner's on. Yep. I'm going to grab our extra virgin olive oil over there. So, 1 second here. Okay, there's going to go our crushed red pepper. So that looks good. Give this a quick little stir here. Now, this is a situation where you definitely want the extra virgin, okay? Because the extra virgin is really fruity. You know, it has, you know, the delicious antioxidants in it. It's really kind of, it has, you know, a lot of good, really healthy qualities as well. So, now, this is a sauce, okay? So, it is going to be a lot of olive oil. A lot. I mean, I remember when I do this in my classes, people are like, keep going. I was like, yes, keep going, keep going. A lot. All right, let's add some lemon and see where we are. Remember, we've already added the lemon zest. Now we're going to add some juice. And also, remember what I said, like, okay. There's a lot of health benefits to this sauce, actually, because the parsley, there's a lot of micronutrients and minerals in the parsley as well. So don't forgo the fact that, you know, fresh herbs have, you know, nutritional components to them. I need like an herbologist here so they can talk about some of that, the specifics, right? Okay, the sauce is looking pretty good. We'll need some salt in their sauce here. A little bit of salt, there we go. We added our crushed red pepper. Steaks look fine. Another thing here is, like, leave the steaks alone, right? They're cooking away here. They look good. You don't have to play with them. You don't have to touch them. Don't do anything, right? Just let them brown. I definitely, like I said, I recommend that the cast iron pan in a situation like this is really much better. It definitely, you know, contributes to the browning and, you know, like a better, like, end product. It makes it taste better, the cast iron. And also, your stainless steel pans would get really burnt and kind of, like, a little dirty, so cast iron pan's the way to go. All right, so we'll be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to let the steak continue to cook, and then we'll kind of finish it up. So the steak has been resting, which I explained to you is really important for steak. You definitely want it to rest, because if you cut into a really hot steak right away, then the juices are going to just ooze everywhere, okay? You want to kind of let it cool down a little bit internally so that the meat relaxes, and that the steak will be juicier when you go to eat it, okay? So we're going to be using our carving knife, which we talked about this before. These little edges here are just so it doesn't stick. They're not really necessary. It doesn't really matter. You don't have to buy a knife like this. But this kind of thin blade like this, as opposed to the big chef's knives that we've been using, is, you know, really more appropriate for steaks. Not that you couldn't use a chef's knife. If that's what you have, it's not a big deal. But this is, you know, does work well too. All right, so our sauce is kind of resting here on the side. And we're going to kind of see, you know, how we did here, right? I think it looks pretty good. All right, so I'm going to start to plate some of this up for you. And I also want to make a little crostini for you, so I can show you kind of how we've done that in the past as well, right? So, all right, let's see. Okay, so, two things here. So, let's take this here, and we're going to go ahead and plate this on this platter. So I'm going to put this over here just like this. All right, so let's see if I can get this all in one piece. Ah, I think I did pretty good. All right, not so bad there. All right, I can use this piece for some crostini here. That'll be good. Okay. Another one for some crostini here. Okay, so with the crostini, which we do this a lot at work. If you guys who follow me, you guys have definitely seen this on my Instagram. So we take some steak here. These are two really little pieces, so that's kind of perfect. Take another one here. Cut off this little kind of fatty pieces on the ends there. Some people like those, right? Okay, so we're going to take our sauce and we're going to dress this up a little bit. So see how it kind of just gives the steak another dimension, right? Another dimension of color, another dimension of flavor. I'm going to put this right on top of this one, the crostini here. That's kind of our signature little lemon and parsley sauce there. I'm going to try one of the crostinis here, but look, see how cute that is? It looks good, so I'll give one a try here. The sauce soaked into the bread. The lemon, the juiciness of the steak. It's delicious. Even like in the holiday time, sometimes we put a little blue cheese butter or like goat cheese. In the summertime, we do like a goat cheese with, we add a little bit more herbs and call it a Mediterranean sauce and goat cheese on the bread. That's my son Mac's favorite. So, lemon and parsley sauce. Great way to dress up your steak. Do it like this, or do it on the crostini. Either way, give it a try.